We're on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today with more Kingdom. I mean, for me, I'm on a roll. I mean, for you lot, these will all come out on Sunday anyway. For those who are on Patreon, I don't know when these will come out on YouTube, but like these will all come out on Sunday anyway, on Sunday the 12th. Also, funny enough, I actually created a T-shirt. Yes, I finally did it. It's the worst T-shirt ever. It's not just a T-shirt, it's a whole clothing design, whatever. It's the worst one ever. It's about Kingdom. It's just literally just Kingdom, why not, with heads rolling on the top. It's like, yeah, I've talked about it for so long, you know what? Here you go. I'll have the link for that in the description down below. I don't know why you would buy it, but I feel like, I feel like it is that bad that it's good. As ridiculous as that sounds, it's so bad that it's almost good. It's better than just this one, which just says fearless. You know, it's just kind of blank. But I'll have the link for that in the description down below, so you guys can check it out. I don't know why. I was like, while I was like editing and like waiting for that editing and whatnot to be finished, I was like, you know what? Let me just have a quick look on Teespring and see how much it costs to actually create a T-shirt. Oh, it doesn't cost me anything. Oh, perfect. Let me just create it, and then if anyone actually wants it, they can get it. I doubt it. But if anyone does, they can. So when the last time we had OUHON advancing, OUHON basically just not spreading his soldiers out, just going in there like hopping out of the we're ready to rock and reel. Rock and reel. Anyway, let us see what this one has in store for us. So 606, 607, 608, 609, and 610. This one is called Origin. Origin. For all things Origin. Also, I have the blinds open. Maybe I should close. I don't know if there's too much light or not. If I turn off the light, I'm not sure, to be completely 100% honest with you. I'm not sure if there's too much. I can always like change a few things in editing, so I guess I'll leave it like it is right now. More light the better, I usually say, but I don't feel that way. Anyway, Origin. You just see the helmet of OUHON. Are we gonna get the origin of OUHON's helmet? Why he wears the helmet mask, whatever. General OUHON's plowing without changing formation. What's going on? They're almost on top of the enemy, and they've already finished their formations. What is OUHON-sama thinking? What is the meaning of this? Is he confident that he still has enough time to finish deploying? Or is he seriously just going to march into them like that? No. The soldiers' steps are slowing down. There has to be something to it. They've slowed down. They must be up to something. Very interesting, OUHON. Now, why don't you show us just what you can pull out of your hat from there? I mean, it's more like a helmet, but yeah. It's more like a helmet, but yeah. Kane, do they still have time to do anything? The first ranks are almost about to clash. Here they come, but that's long-range battle. They really are just engaging them like that. So literally, it's like a long-range battle. You're not going closer at all. You're just holding your ground, staying as far away as possible. Everyone's shocked. Ryubaku's like, OUHON. just a OUHON. Alright. And that's how they're literally clashing. This is utterly foolhardy. Ryubaku's army is capable of some strange tactics that can assure dominance on all fronts. Even OUHON-sama soldiers stand no chance if it's a straightforward engagement like that. It seemed like it's rather even, I would say. It seemed like it's rather even. Huh? Everyone falling, of course. What the? An even exchange? How? Well, Ryubaku's men are not utilizing their tactics. Their tactics is long-range battle. And now that there's long-range battle, there is no more tactics besides that. They've been pulling off complex maneuvers non-stop, but now they're reacting in such a simple manner? And what's with OUHON's soldiers? They're just sending out the next man when one front falls. Something as basic as this would be defeated by an ordinary army. But for whatever reason, right now, the exchange is dead even. Everyone's like trying to think like, what the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? We need to decipher this. If we don't decipher this, then we can't help OUHON-sama. Could it be that it's because they're not doing anything that the result is dead? Ooh, I see. They're too smart, so dumb them down. If they're too smart, if they're too high on a pedestal, you bring them down to your level. Anyone can be beaten if you bring them down to your level. Taigo, this. I can hardly believe it. Osen has managed to discern the nature of Riboku-sama's tactics in such a short span of time. Could that really be the reason why, sir? Riboku's army has always been reacting to our movements. When I sent out those 50 riders earlier, they immediately countered with 50 of their own. That was no lucky fluke. No, hang on. Even then, wouldn't that reaction have been way too fast? To have 50 cavalry in position to intercept ours the moment they left our ranks is too fast, no matter how you think about it. It's almost as if the origin is what you said, sir. Aye, the origin. Hey, and what might that entail? When a man wishes to grasp something, he moves his hand. But just before that, at almost the same time, the shoulder moves. Okay, he's going philosophical here. Okay, going even further, the hips react first. With every action in the body, there is an origin. So like a domino effect, let the pieces fall by themselves. And they've got a plan. Okay, we know how you're gonna react, so we know how to counter your reaction already. And the workings of armies is no exception, huh? Those who reach the pinnacle of martial arts are able to detect these and read an opponent's movements. With that knowledge, no technique of the enemy can find purchase, while also enabling you to prepare devastating counters. What? Then does that mean that the Riboku's men have been... Wait, but for an army to move like a human body is... Granted, reading such a thing in a battle between armies is not something you can discern through logic and reasoning. However, the annals of history have ever been rife with individuals who can sense it in the clamor of combat. What? They cannot tell, just from looking at the expressions on enemy soldiers' faces, or from how a formation has been laid out. Do you mean that the instinctual type commanders, the instinctual type commanders, the sniff, the sniff, the shin, do cow, sniff, the sniff ones, the sniff ones. Alright, the instinctual type, but was Riboku not supposed to be the strategical type of general? Then how can he? 5 years ago, during the Coalition War, he had the chance to cross swords with one. With Duke Xiao, as I just said, with Duke Xiao and his wooden teeth, the very embodiment of what it means to be an instinctual type. Aye. But even so, what does that mean? Yes, it means exactly that. From that single encounter, Riboku was able to deconstruct and decipher. Let me repeat that. From that single encounter, Riboku was able to deconstruct and decipher the mechanisms of how instinctual types wage war. He then proceeded to hammer that knowledge into the strategical type soldiers under his command. Emerging from that crucible was a new hybrid army, one that combined the strength of both the strategical and the instinctual. So he just went like, fusion! Ha! Literally just like, fusion, we're going! What? I must give him due credit. Just like myself, Riboku is truly a... He had to bring himself up. He's like, Riboku, just like myself. just like myself, is truly a monster. Alright, Osen. As their army holds no intent, there is nothing to be read. Due to that, both sides are practically walking into enemy space, so of course the result is dead even. The lack of tactics and formation leaves them vulnerable like a helpless child. Bring them down to your level. We simply need to exploit that with our own tactics. And both... If you're gonna try and out tactics Osen now, you've lost. Straight up, you've lost if you're trying to out tactics Osen. Straight up, unless you're Riboku, you can't out tactic Osen. We simply need to exploit that with our own tactics. Have both wings engaged them. Second and third companies charge too. Yes, sir. Earl Rice gone on offensive. They were already in a good position because of the formation. Now all of it is going to come crashing down at the same time. And the spread out enemies have begun to attack. The left as well. Both wings are coming. But our whole army can only deal with the one straight ahead. Osen-sama, your orders for the left wing. This is bad, very bad. Osen-sama's decision to do nothing may have got him this far, but it's also left him vulnerable to any sort of conventional tactics. Their right wing is shifting. They've made a wedge. Same for the left. Oh. He's like, oh, I see, huh? Orders from Osen-sama. He says to aim for the middle of their flank. The what? He said you can separate them with 100 riders, huh? Orders from Osen-sama. The third is not to resist the enemy's charge. Push inside them instead. What? Recall the first and have them hit their center. Aye, they're going for the center. Orders from... You say, oh, okay, we get it, mister. I have news for you, lord. Orders from Osen-sama. Teiha and Shinkoku units are to pincer the enemy. Pincer them? He says it will happen. He says it'll happen. Orders from Osen-sama. Heavy infantry, turn around, hit a cavalry flank when they come in. They're all shook. Huh? That's not possible. You just see them getting taken out. The OUHON army is winning. OUHON, you read and counted. Well, when viewed in that manner, origins become surprisingly clear. He's like, all right, you picked up how to count. You picked up how to be instinctual. So did I. So did I. Deconstruct, construct, and deconstruct. As if we're in FMAB. Construct and deconstruct. That's what's going on right here. Origins become surprisingly clear. Chapter 607. The commander's conversation. The commander's conversation. Okay. Alright. Kaki unit is asking for aid. Cell is also being pushed back. General, we've lost Koa-sama. Kokin-sama too. The tables have turned. Now it's us who taste defeat after defeat. There is no origin to be found. Yet, if we switch to conventional tactics, we are continuously bested by their counters. Never would I have imagined it would unfold like this. While I refuse to believe that he could be better than Riboku-sama, it cannot be denied that he may stand shoulder to shoulder with him. Oh, curse you, OUHON. You just see OUHON's horse and just the piercing eyes from his mask. The commander's conversation. Ryotah's company has scattered their opponents. The enemy's center has been cracked open. The 3rd to the 7th have also broken through all resistance and are driving deep inside. At this rate, we can expect to slay half their numbers. OUHON's like, just opens his eyes wide. Tell them to disengage immediately. Yes, sir. We'll wipe them out in this... What? Well, disengage? Not engage? Turn the men towards the left. The left? To where the enemy army is? But what if our current opponents? If we move, they are sure to follow. Yes, sir. But isn't that a risky? We'll save ourselves the hassle. Gather them all up and deal with them all in one fell swoop. He's like, screw that. Wipe them out. In one attack. That's what we're up to. That's what we're gonna do. This decision would catch his enemies. What? Huh? His allies? Huh? And even his enemies? His allies? Okay. And even Riboku. And even toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder, and that's what you said, shoulder to shoulder. Oh, I don't know about that one, Chief. And even Riboku completely off guard. No one could have predicted this. So you actually get an outline of the battle. You've got the Earl Rai, you've got the OUHON headquarters, you've got Denrimi, Soho, and then Oilco, Fute, Kani, and obviously Soho's army. Alright. Despite being engaged with Earl Rai's men, OUHON's army began to force their way west. Never eat shredded wheat. Their way west to link up with Denrimi's army, who were in the midst of their own battle. This move was so out of the blue that it was enough to leave everyone absolutely dumbstruck. The first to react after this was Soho, the one that's not in combat right now. How interesting! Call over the rest of my army waiting to the rear. Yes, sir. Without being prompted, Soho plunged the rest of his men into the fighting, creating even more chaos on the battlefield. Sir, Soho has Fute, what the hell is going on? I can't see any hint of formation or tactics. The hell am I meant to do? The hell am I meant to know? What a mess. Have you abandoned tactics in your hastiness, OUHON? No. Throwing away all semblance of logic like this is nothing more than a gambling with your men's life. What? No. This is no gamble. OUHON, you... Sir, we will await orders from OUHON-sama. This may seem like utter chaos, but to OUHON-sama, it is not chaotic at all. He's got that much of a good view of the battle that he can be plunged in the middle of chaos and still be like, okay, I can still see what's ahead of me. It's not chaotic at all. 3rd and 4th, form up squares and move to the right. Yes, sir. 6th and 8th, link up together and create a wall to the front. Yes, sir. Have Ryotah's company assume the center of the left. It's so refreshing to actually see OUHON do something. He's been doing a lot of things. Like, he's been pulling a lot of strings, but now actually seeing him doing something, in the middle of combat, in the middle of action, while the lights are shining on him. It's so refreshing to see. Sir, orders from OUHON-sama. He wants you to make the center of the crane. Understood. Sir, OUHON-sama says to form the crane's left wing. There it is. Yes, Shiro. Back. Let's do this. What is that? What are they playing? He can't see it. He's too close to the battlefield. He can't see the scope. But OUHON and Riboku, they can observe it from afar. From the inside. From afar, it doesn't matter. They're assuming positions. In the midst of a chaotic melee, while fending off our soldiers' blows, they're creating some sort of formation. To achieve that, despite being in the thick of the fighting yourself, is no mean feat at all. Like, that's what I was saying. Despite being in the thick of things, he's still able to calculate and oversee the battle, the intricate details of the battle, despite, you know, being right there in the middle of all it. Formation of the Great Red. So we have to, what was his? Like the Great Swan or the Great Crane versus the Great Red Crane. So we've got Crane versus Red Crane. Oh my. Clash of red and black. No, clash of red and white right now. How could impossible? Nice. And all that's left is for Osen-sama to take his position at the back, and the formation will be complete. On the other hand, for the Zhao forces remain a disorderly mess, and it's a huge advantage what we currently hold over them. But frot. Osen is pushing. He's not going to the back. He is pushing. He's in front of everyone. Ah, man. If Oki was a badass, Osen has to be he's the main family, bro. The main family. He has to be a badass. Osen's also, he's the best bait is the one that's laid out right in front of you. You know that bait meme? Is this bait? Yeah, this is bait. But the thing is, if you're gonna go for it, you're gonna die. If you're not gonna go for it, you're still gonna die. So what are you gonna do? Osen-sama. Is that Osen? It can't be. It must be a fake. Do we just take him out, Kate? Yeah, what is this? Is this some sort of trap? Then Rimi-sama, is this also some kind of tactic? I have no idea. Get ready to rescue him at the moment's notice, sir. This is, be prepared to jump out any second, sure. And you just see the hoof just like, what? Doosh. Silence. Huh? What? Riboku, okay. So now, no, the chapter is called The Commander's Conversation. Ah, Shuckleberries. What are they gonna say? Osa's gonna be like, oh man, can you give me some food, bro, please? Please, bro, give me some food. I'll switch to your side. I'm starving, bro. That would be me. I'd be like, yeah, bro. We've had nothing to eat, my son. You see this? I've lost all my weight, bro. I'm starving. I'll switch over to your side. I'll help you out. I'll help out the Zhao. Just give me some food, bro. Just give me some food, bro. Come on, man. Just give me some food, bro. I'm starving, bro. But I wonder what these two strategical geniuses will say. It'll be profound, I'm sure of it. Watch it be something super like just fart in their face or something stupid. Riboku-sama, what? That's Riboku, sir. That's what in the world is happening. They're just having a nice little chit chat. Kane, quiet. Be ready to move. Yeah, they're saying this exact same thing. Be ready to move at any time. What's going on? The supreme commanders of two opposing armies in such a large-scale battle are now having a face-to-face conversation in the middle of combat. They're just observing each other. This is our first meeting, is it not, Osen? I am impressed that you showed yourself. I thought that perhaps you wished to speak with me. You can never tell what Osen is thinking with the mask on. That's the thing. Riboku you can sort of see by his expression on his face, but with Osen you can't. I actually like that tiny little detail that like he's a schemer. So like not being able to see his expression, not being able to read his poker face is tremendous. Osen, I know that your men have naught left to sustain themselves except the fire in their bellies. To maintain this course of action will result in only two possible fates, dying by our swords or by your own hunger. Surrender. Do that and I will guarantee your men's lives. The moment that you set foot past Retsubi and entered Inner Zhao without a sustainable supply line, your defeat was already set in stone. Is that supposed to be a joke? I also know that Gyo's food stores are no more. The soldiers are like, huh? Nani? And that very soon, Gyo shall fall into our hands. The soldiers are like, damn it, what? That will not happen. Gyo is the shield that guards Zhao's throat. If we lose Gyo, then yes, Zhao may begin to topple just as you wish to see. However, the 160 combined years of our kingdom of Zhao's history will not allow that to pass. I assure you, Gyo shall not be an easy morsel for you to swallow, Osen. How trite. The years of a kingdom's history have never been something to save a state from annihilation. Wise words. Wise words. The years of a kingdom's history have never been something to save a state from annihilation. All it takes is for a state to be helmed by a pack of imbeciles. That alone is more than enough to bring it to its knees. And what better words are there than that to describe your current king? Had the king of Zhao seen fit to mobilize the mighty armies of Kantan to defend you, we would have stood no chance. Speaking facts, it's not always a meritocracy. It's not always a meritocracy. And yet, we chose to press forward anyway, because we expected him to do so. The only thing that stands between Zhao and ruin is not its years of history, but you, Riboku. Very, very true. Riboku should be the king, honestly. Slaughter your own king and just be like done with him and be like, yeah, I'm the king now, bitches. Should you be removed from this world, Zhao shall without a doubt instantly collapse. The weight of an entire kingdom rides on his shoulders. Does it not feel all so empty and meaningless, Riboku? No matter how hard you struggle or risk your lives, your efforts can bear no fruit due to the meddling of those above you. I would ask you to speak plainly, Osen. I ask if you do not feel that your talents are being squandered in your current... Is it like, yo, Riboku, come to my side, son. I'm not gonna come to you, but you come to my side, son. Yeah, I ask if you do not feel that your talents are being squandered in your current position. Join it. It's not gonna... Obviously, he's gonna say no, but like... If you have those two, like no kingdom stands in you. Like you can literally take over every single kingdom in a day. In a day, you take it at once. You take it all over. Join me, Riboku, with you and your skills by my. That's implying that Osen is above him. Hey, with you and your skills by my side, the two of us can usher in the beginnings of a whole new kingdom, one that shall stand unrivaled in strength over all the rest. He's not saying Ase's kingdom, he's saying my kingdom. We can usher in a new kingdom. Ooh. Obviously, Riboku's gonna say no, alright? They've already had an invitation to Riboku. Riboku said, under any other thing, I would have joined you, Ase, but no. Your warpath, it is no good. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Now Osen is saying, Riboku-san, join me. Join me. And he's obviously going to say no. Join me, Riboku. With you and your skills by my side, we can usher in a whole new kingdom. One that shall stand unrivaled over all the rest. What? Is he seriously trying to recruit someone in the middle of a battle? No, not only that, he's asking Riboku-sama of all people. Wait, hang on, just now. Did he just say that he wants to create a whole new kingdom? Isn't this guy one of Shin's big shot generals? I mean, the thing was, right, we had the whole discussion 400 chapters 400 chapters ago that Osen is dangerous. He might want to take over his own kingdom, and we've seen how smart he is, so I wouldn't doubt him necessarily. Osen, I cannot profess to know you very well. However, hey, what? And of course, Osen, I cannot profess to know you very well. However, ... And everyone shocked. What? And of course, this is only a guess, but though you may be someone who can easily lay waste to swaths of kingdoms, you will never be a man who is capable of raising and nurturing one. There's a difference between... He's the head of a... I get what he's saying. He's the head of a family though, but I get what he's saying. Like you need a lot more than just knowledge to run a kingdom. You need a lot more than just that. Osen, I would perhaps go so far as to say, out of all who stand here, there is no one more foolish than you. Is that your answer? You choose to thread the unrewarding path, Riboku. He is the hero of his people, but not the hero of the story. That's what it is. He's the hero of his people, but not the hero of his story. It is what it is. It is what it is. I also get what Riboku is saying about Osen. I fully understand what he's trying to say. He's like, you may be smart, you may be gifted, you may be, wanting to aim for the top, but you're not king material. You're not leadership in that sense material. Like leadership in peaceful times. In war times, sure. In peaceful times, not so much. It is not a question of whether or not you are rewarded for your efforts. As you said, the fate of Zhao as a whole rests on my shoulders, and that is precisely why I will not hesitate to risk life and limb. It is my duty. The lone soldier, the unappreciated soldier that just goes and goes and goes and fights and fights and fights without praise. I imagine a twisted man like you, who places only himself at the top, could never hope to understand that sentiment. All I hear are lamentations ripe with sorry excuses, Riboku. I would not be so sure of that. I can tell you from experience, it is only when you find something worth protecting that your passion will burn brighter than ever. Allow me to make this very clear. I will never allow Zhao to fall to her enemies, Osen. Mark my words. You will come to regret this, Riboku. He raises his lance and the soldiers like, huh? And I think they're going. I return those words right back to you. Kill him. And the armies, both of them, protect Riboku-sama, kill Osen. And the armies are going. Okay, chit-chat is over. I like that chit-chat though. I like that chit-chat. So both of them are hyper confident and I like it. Both of them deservedly are so very smart, nuanced, tactical, and strategical, and just badasses. that's what it boils down to. Badasses. Kill him. Huh! Protect Riboku-sama. Kill Osen. Huh! And they're going, and the armies are just there surrounding him. There is a signal. Riboku's head is Shiryu. Yes, sir. You know what would be awesome right now? You know, like Shin, like I think it was like chapter. It was like it feels like it was like sub 100. It was like 50 or something, right? When if Shin were to just leap, like just leap over like all the soldiers there, he just leaps over that and like right at Riboku, like gotcha. That would be some shit. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. He's not Mario, right? He's not Jumpman Mario. We've seen some terrific jumps in this show, but like he's not Jumpman Mario who can just jump over like 10 lines, 10 rows of enemies. Third, secure the area around Osen-sama and get him to the rear. Yes, sir. First, don't let Riboku escape. Surround him from the left and right. Yes, sir. Alright, let's do this. We'll take off Osen's head and end this battle already. Ha! Leave Osen to Fute. We need to help Riboku-sama first. Ha! This way, Osen-sama. We're with us, Riboku-sama. Riboku. Osen. The right wing will break through before long. It is futile to place your hope on your right wing. They're I like Osen. I really, really dig Osen. The amount of trust he places on Shin. I dig it. I dig it to the nth degree. The amount of trust he places in Shin, I just dig it. And Riboku, obviously, isn't really underestimating Shin all too much, but he's still underestimating Shin. Just all I'm saying. I guarantee that, I assure you. You have no hope of winning. They're both. I like it. I like it. I like it. If this was in the anime, you'd be like, Riboku, awesome. You have no hope of winning. You have no hope of winning. Yeah, it would be like one of those epic moments. Honestly, I would love to see Shin's right wing, and we go to the right wing, and you see Hishin. Well, we see Shin of the Hishin unit to strike people down. You okay, Shin? Damn it. Why do I still feel so weak? It's not the wound that's the issue. Yesterday, that fight against Choga, you took a heavier toll than I expected. He's a general after all. Garo, I don't know how deep that is. It looks deep, but I don't know. The 10 spear guys are too strong. Take pride in holding up as well as you did. Against Heishu, the 3rd spear, now die. Yeah. An arrow through the... I was gonna say... An arrow through the... Why not go right through the head anyway? But an arrow through the arm. An arrow? Is that... Heishu-sama! And he slices him down. He slices the 3rd spear. Okay. He's killed one of the 10 spears. Garo, Heishu-sama. You're right, Garo. Yeah, that shot saying it's gotta be him. Yeah. The brother is still not doing anything. Bro, this is a war. Literally, you should be starving. You should be like, oh, I'm starving so much. Let me hunt them down as if they're animals. But you should have gone right from the head. You should have gone for the head. You should have just gone right for the head. I don't know if you could, like... An arrow probably wouldn't be able to go through the head, for the helmet, so actually, I guess that makes sense. The Archer Brothers, Jin's arrow. Nicely done, Jin. You just saved Garo-san. Honey-chan, was that? Yeah. That was a fluke, huh? I was aiming for that guy's head. I missed, but got lucky and still hit his arm. Okay, so I was wrong. He was going for... Okay, he was going for the head. Yeah, bro. Your brother is clearly not in the condition to really shoot. He's only got 1 arrow in the quiver left. He's really not in the... You should take over. If you don't take over, it's literally now or never. It's literally now or never. You either fight or you're gonna die. And you're an excellent archer, just like your brother. So go ahead and take over for him. Both his arms and his bow are at the... You see, take over for him. Because he spent the last few days shooting arrows non-stop. He's never allowed himself to stop. Nichan was always, Tan, more arrows. Now Tan is shooting thing, but my arrows still won't. Even though Nichan's been working so hard, my arrows, he just can't hit them. It's okay, you don't need to force yourself, but just promise me one thing, Tan. When the time comes that your Nichan isn't able to knock an arrow anymore, promise me that you'll shoot in my stead. In my stead. This war needs both of us, 2 brothers, and our bows. Yeah, I got it, Nichan. Alright. Ah, brothers. Tan engine, Tan, arrows, okay. And you see horses. We know who that... It's OUHON. I was gonna say, I was looking at the right first, because I don't want to... You know, you're always supposed to read the right, but I saw the armor right away. I was gonna say, you know who that is. That's OUHON. And it's those two facing off. So you've come, OUHON, the fated rematch. How good is OUHON? That's my question. How good is OUHON right now? Like, he should be on, like, death's door. But he's just strolling in there like, hello, son. Yeah, you alright there? You alright there, mate? You wanna fight? Alright, cool. Chapter 609. 69, hey. Nice. China's swell. That's a swell lot. Yeah, oh. Let Banjo and his men go ahead. We'll handle 10 spears. Gyoan is right ahead. Go. Who's handling what now? They're selling us short. Stop. Kanjo, go. On me, everyone. We make for Gyoan. Banjo, don't be delusional. It doesn't... I can never tell how deep these stabs are. So like... Unless I like see more of them like actually going down, I won't like make any predictions if that makes sense. All right, it's just not gonna. We've learned too much. All right, I always go back to the arm. Since then, don't worry. Don't worry. But don't be delusional. Not a single one of you shall leave here alive. I, Denho, the first of the 10 spears, shall personally see to that. The first spear. Yeah. And OUHON is going, Honsama, just what? Honsama, you need to come back. But he's holding like, you could barely pull yourself onto your steed earlier. There's no way you'll be able to fight. Please come back, Honsama. He's not the type to listen. The young lord's gone off. Those in front protect him. Keep him alive, even if it means taking a spear for him. And they're all off. But they're being blocked off. Shuckleberries. And now it's those two. Gyoan versus OUHON. So you've come. OUHON. And we switch over to the Hishin unit with BA. The Young Bucks, I should say. They're putting up a strong fight, but we're still being pushed back. But we're still pushing them back. Okay, Ensan. There's just a bit more, and we'll be at Gyoan's headquarters. Huh? Shindo, look over there. There's Gyokoho banner near Gyoan's headquarters. What? He got there before us. You're kidding me? OUHON, you threw yourself into the fighting despite your wounds. That's why the Gyokoho are so strong today. Just 2 days ago, you were at death's door. Kyuka even said that you weren't in any condition to be on your feet. And that's Kyuka saying that. And yet, it looks like I'm not the only one that's an incurable moron. Now there is you as well, OUHON. And Shin is like, out of my way, I'm going to OUHON. Let's go, Hishin unit. Gyoan's head is ours to take. And they're off. They still haven't begun. They're just staring at each other like... Like a quick draw. They still haven't begun, or perhaps he can't. Given the state of Honsama, in that case we should... Honsama, stay back! It's fine, but trust in me. Yes, sir. We'll keep the enemy away. Gyoan-sama, do not interfere if OUHON comes, eh? There are some things I wish to speak with him about. OUHON, have you ever spared a thought for the state of these lands? Not long ago, they were enveloped in an age of heroes. The age of my master Rinshiryu of the three great heavens. For you, it would have been the age of Shin's 6 great generals. A time which saw heroic figures appear one after another, sprouting like weeds. Leading to a period which saw a level of military might and feats that far exceeded any other time in history. Seeing this abnormality, my master likened it to the rolling swell of an ocean, as if the land itself was buckling and heaving to form a wave of new heights. The land's waves, and now we stand in a time after your golden age of the Sin 6. We have arrived at you and your compatriots' time. Of course, this is also the age of Riboku-sama. I am a man who once played a part in that golden age, but could also be considered a member of this current age. That unique position has allowed me to identify the one most pivotal difference between these two ages. Can you guess what it is? It is not the strength of those who wage a war. The kings. Exactly. Ace wanting to conquer it all. The arrival of Shin's king Ace. He who earnestly walks his path with the intention of unifying these lands through strength of arms. Such a unique existence amongst king has now also been set upon the board. China's swell has been slowly growing and is now reaching its peak. All that awaits is for the answer to be resolved. The answer to the question of whether the scattered states shall finally become one or remain divided still. Do you understand what I'm saying, OUHON? Do you realize the precipice upon which you and your fellows are standing on right now? He most certainly recognized. Shin, knows it best. Because he's like, he's buddy with Ace. Like, he knows, okay, if your goal is that big, I gotta become the best in the history. I gotta become the best in history. And they all know that, yeah, this is the first big step. The Zhao conquering. This is the first big step of the unification of all of China. All of China. Not just a tiny little country, all of China. Tiny little state. Gyawan-sama, it's the Hishin unit. Shin of the Hishin unit is here. I shall put you down before that nuisance can reach us. He means to settle before Shin of the Hishin unit gets here. I am the blade sent by Rinshui to deliver all of you to your deaths. Hon-sama! Badump, 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 his heart. Gyawan, I have patiently listened to your spiel. But it gives you the right to boast about your long-gone days of glory, and in the same breath lecture me on where I stand. All I have done, and all I ever will do, is to keep moving forward, while piercing through anyone who stands in my way. You think yourself capable of that? Even with only my left arm, my glaive shall still cleave you in twain, OUHON. My heart's been acting up, badump, badump, ever since we were first set off today, Hon-sama, but that doesn't matter. And they're going at it. OUHON's gonna wipe him. Come on. OUHON! We're the calm before the next chapter. And because I can go to the next chapter, good thing I don't have to wait a week. We're here with the next chapter. Holding the final wish of his deceased master in his heart, this man makes a stand on grounds dyed scarlet. Gyawan-sama, Hon-sama, badump, badump. Shin is looking on OUHON. Oh, they're going at it. I feel like OUHON, Rinshoyo's advice. That's the second thing, isn't it? I feel like OUHON will kill him. That will parallel Shin taking out Chogai and OUHON taking out Gyo. I think that's what's going on here. We get a flashback. Yeah, he's done. We get in a flashback. He is done. He is done. He's not coming. He's dead. He is dead. One arm or not, you're dead. OUHON heart beating like I'm at my graves. I'm at my graves end. You're done. You're getting a flashback. That means you're dead. You both still have a role to play, Gyawan. When that hour finally comes, stain those scarlet fields even darker with the blood of your enemies. Yes, sir. For me to leave this early will burden Rempa and the others. My lord, I leave the rest to you. These lands. Obviously, no. Not good. Gyawan's faster. Crack. He caught it. The horse is done for. He didn't hit the blade itself, but he hit the tip with a. Is he trying is that even? Is that possible? I've haven't done any research on glaives, but could he get the handle of the blade part? Could he get rid of that? Keep hitting that ish, or he's just deflecting it, or maybe he's just deflecting. And I could be just deflecting, right? Maybe I'm reading too much. I could be definitely reading too much into this book itself. He caught it. You can just see his arms crack, and the horse crunch, clenched. Yeah. Ah. Even in this state, the warring state, even in this state, OUHON pulls it off. Doosh. How do you go through someone's whole armor? What was the point of an armor? How do you go through someone's whole armor with one arm in a long doosh, 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 doosh? Ah, that's a goat-like paddle. That's a goat-like paddle. Everyone shook. OUHON's falling. Gyoan is like bleeding heavily. Gyoan-sama! Slump. He falls. How dare you, OUHON! Hon-sama, die! Shin comes in at the right time. Shin of the Hishin unit, how dare you interfere? Kill them both. Wait, Gyoan-sama, before I die, there is something that I must post on to you two. And we're going to find out what the second thing is. That's why he wasn't cleaved in two. That's why he was stabbed. I see you. I see you. I see what you're up to. I see what you're doing. And the second is, should there come a time where you're unable to halt that sort of unification, then I would ask you to give them a word of advice. A message from my master, Rinshoyo, who bade me to pass this on to you two. A message for Hon-sama? What are you talking about? Hasn't Rinshoyo been dead for decades? Should the two of you truly desire to become the sword that will unify this divided land, then you would do well to heed these words. No matter what the future may bring, they must. A sword that has been raised to deliver a blow must be allowed to fully complete its downward stroke. You must see it through to the very end, no matter how bitter the cost. Man, those are some parting words. Those are some parting words. What do you... He just spit. Should the day come where these lands are ready to give their answer, drip drip, then you will understand what I mean, and in many ways, it should have been him. Rinshoyo-sama should have been the one to lead us to that answer. I was fully prepared to be the first one to offer up my life for his cause, but fate had other ideas. I met my end now, not as the first, but the last, the one who served him longer than any other. He bought them while they were slaves, and then taught them. When I die? Against Renpa. Phew, but perhaps that's an honor as well. Gyoan's and Gyoan dies. Gyoan, damn, that's actually hitting me. Gyoan, the final member of the 10 heroes that served the Rinshoyo of the three great heavens, falls in battle on the 15th day of the Battle of Shukai Plains. What a great way to end this, ladies and gentlemen. What a great way to end this. What a great way to... Only Bananji is left now. The only opponent is Bananji that's left now. The fact that OUHON was able to pull it off... Brilliant. I didn't even really care for Gyoan all that much. Same as Chogayu. But... here we are. And I'm like, damn. A hero. a hero. Like, loyal to his master, of course. Absolutely loyal to his master. And his parting words are obviously very much true. Ace alluded to this in the past. That, you know, as the person that wants to take over all of these things, he knows the kind of bloodshed that he will be responsible for. But he's still pushing forward for that. And the same needs to be said of the swords that are in Ace's... the unbending, unmovable, indestructible swords that are... That are the ones that Ace holds. Shin, OUHON, obviously Motona as well. So Shin took down Chogayu, and OUHON took down Gyoan-sama. This was another fantastic one. Another fantastic 5 chapters. There was like one part that people said is like supposedly slow, and they said I was like gonna come to it rather soon. Have I missed it, or is it still to come? Like people said there was like one part that's really bad. So far this arc has been nothing but greatness. Straight up. Like what you lot talking about? This arc has been nothing but straight up greatness. Greatness. So what are people up to? Are people like, you know, taking that medicinal herb? What's going on here? What's wrong with you lot? This arc is fire. This arc is fire, straight up fire. Rin Soyo's advice. The second I saw him flashback, I was like, yeah, you're done, bro. you're done, bro. Yeah, you ain't getting no flashback treatment and coming out of this alive, bro. You ain't getting no flashback treatment and coming out of this alive. So, OUHON and Shin, I mean, they're both severely injured. And we still have Bananji, obviously, there. And the big thing is we still have Hoken. That's the X factor that obviously nobody is really thinking about. But that's going to be a big issue. Anyway though, ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. I think I'm kind of I didn't feel like I read it any faster than I normally do, but like this video is 46 minutes long, and usually it's like 54. Anyway though, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day, peace out, and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.